Dear boomers, do small things with great love. That is a quote by Mother Teresa. And she, as we all know, was a living saint, has since passed on. Um, she had quite a legacy of, of dedication and beauty and giving, although she was strict. She was very strict. Um, do small things with great love reminds me of not just volunteering or being nice to people or kind or compassionate. It has to do with just everything, even moving my hands, each bite of my food, each step that I take. The more I concentrate on love, the more elevated my emotions become to feel the great gift that life is for all of us. Now, this simple but profound statement, it encapsulates the life and mission of Mother Teresa. She was a woman who was devoted to love and service, and she changed the lives of millions. She um, did her work in Calcutta, India, and she left us timeless, many timeless messages and lessons. Mother Teresa was born in a city I cannot pronounce in Albania, August the 26th, 1910, in a place that is now northern Macedonia. From a young age, she felt drawn to the church and the idea of missionary work. She joined the Sisters of Laredo in Ireland at 18 to pursue a religious life. And her calling to serve others, especially the poor, is what motivated her in her life. In 1929 is when she moved to Calcutta, and she taught school at what is called St. Mary's School in Calcutta, where she witnessed the extreme poverty surrounding the school. She had a call within a call in 1946 on a train to Darjeeling, where she felt deeply inspired to leave her teaching post and serve the poorest of the poor. And I think in our own lives, we should be aware of a calling that may come at any time. Anytime a calling can come to give us a sense of destiny. And she certainly met that call with great love. She founded the Missionaries of Charity, and her establishment of the Missionaries of Charity began in 1950, 1 year before my own birth. And its mission was to take care for the hungry, the naked, the homeless, the crippled, the blind, and the lepers. And I think she had the same issue with the lepers that St. Francis had. And in order to take care of them, she needed to see the Christ in all lepers so that she could help them with love. Her focus on small acts of kindness made a huge impact for everybody that she met. She tended to the dying, she bathed wounds, she offered companionship, and provided dignity in death. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with love. This reminds me of, how we don't often think about the quotes from these great spiritual beings. And when we start to concentrate on the words from them that outlive the people we are talking about, it becomes a motivator for us as we walk through some dark periods in our country and in the world. So her life in Calcutta um, was she established the Home for the Dying in 1952, which gave abandoned person a place to die with dignity. Her whole life reminds me of being a real dedicated nurse, hospice, and she probably founded the hospice movement when you think about it. She did work in the slums with the lepers, and she would walk the streets to comfort the sick and the dying, constantly moving around and helping. And she did face opposition and limited resources and criticism, which is the way of all great people. When we fight for something that is worthwhile, we're always going to be criticized. When we fight for the truth and what is right in the name of love, we are on the right side of history, you might say. And she says, if you judge people, you have no time to love them. Now, that is a very profound statement as well. We are all judgmental people. And the more we get rid of our judgments, the more liberated we can be. And it's stepping aside and letting the world go on. But also to beam love from our hearts to all people, to all animals, to all trees, to all nature. And that is the work of an illuminated soul. So she did receive global recognition for her work. In 1979, she won the Nobel Peace Prize, and she famously said, "What can you do to promote the world of peace? Go home and love your family." There was a gentleman who did ask her that question, and that was her answer to him. I think he thought he could just work with her in her house of service, and she told him to go home and love his family, because apparently he had some issues that he needed to work out. Her humility and unwavering dedication to service despite accolades and criticism. So how can we live this life that Mother Teresa will teach us all through the millenniums, and as what she taught when she was alive? The doing small things with great love is something that you can do right here in the here and now. You don't have to wait to do anything, go anywhere, or see anybody. Do it now. The love heals, as we talked about yesterday. The more we tune into our heart and circulate that loving energy throughout our body to the areas in our body that need healing. And I did specify, if you've just had surgery, you can send love to that area that needs healing, and it will heal rapidly the more we do it. So to me, doing small things with great love has to do with energy. The energy centers in the body. The energy center, the inside job is more important than the outside world. As the Course in Miracles says, the thinking of the world is not the world that I want, but besides that world, there is a world that I want. And we start from the inside and we work outward. Small acts of love can transform individuals and communities, as we have seen with people like Mother Teresa. So we just have to spread love everywhere, and we have to start with the love that we have in our hearts. We have to generate the love in our hearts in order to spread the love somewhere else. You can't spread love that you don't have. So in order to really work on the love that you have in your heart, you have to work on loving your body, loving the energy fields, loving everything about your life. Small movements, do it with love. Picking up this pencil, do it with love. And It's not just a matter of going out into the world to love. You have to love yourself first and foremost. So, how can Mother Teresa's philosophy be practiced in your daily life? And do you have any ideas as to how that might happen? Have a comment down below. There's going to be a video that comes up right here. Please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.